As soon as you get involved with hand tool woodworking, the first thing you're going to come to realize is you need a bench. And you've got a couple of options. You can go and buy one, but you're going to have to spend a fair bit of money to get a decent one, or you can build your own. You can build an inexpensive, or you can build a really good one, a premium one. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about the vices, because that's what I want to show you. I have what's called a Scandinavian style shoulder vise. And this, I think, is the cream of the crop. The reason is there are no obstructions underneath. So when you put your workpiece in and tighten it up, that locks it firmly all across its width, whether it's 4 inches wide or whether it's 18 inches wide, and it does not move. But this is expensive. And although we'll have these available, if you're looking for something a little quicker, easy to install, I want to show you this Sjoberg vise. Now, I make a lot of benches. In fact, I've outfitted the shop where we teach our week-long workshops, and this is the bench vise that I use. I want to show you what I like about it and why it might be a good choice for you. It's really easy to install. Literally, this apparatus gets bolted to the underside of your bench, 4 bolts on either side, or lags, whatever you want to use. The only milling you have to do, you got to cut 2 1/8-inch slots, one on this side, one on that side, and these tabs help reduce or counteract the force that's going to be put on the apparatus when you're tightening up your vise jaw. The only other thing you need to do is this nut that captures the threaded rod sticks up a little bit higher, so I drill a hole right there that fits up into. Now, you've got to make your own jaw vise. That doesn't come with it. You do get the handle. I'll show you this one. I took this one off of one of the benches that I recently made, and you don't need to make a jaw this big, but I had the material. You've got to cut a couple of relief spots for the tubes to sit in. The other nice thing about this, you'll notice that there's these 2 black phenolic strips. Now, I like the fact that they use rectangular tube instead of round tubes. Round tubes have a real tendency to rack. The square tubes don't rack nearly as much, and on this particular vise, you can actually remove a lot of it. So these 2 phenolic strips rub against the side. They're self-lubricating. But you'll notice this piece right here has 2 bolts on either side, and you can squeeze that piece against the phenolic strip, against this frame, to take most of the racking out. And in case you don't understand what I'm talking about when I say rack is as you tighten up the jaw and your workpiece is sitting over here, that's the downside to any vise like this. When you're trying to clamp something in to work on it, you can only go on either side of this frame. So if you've got a wide piece over here, the more you tighten it, it squeezes the inside, the outside gets left free, and it just wobbles about. So that's a bit annoying, but something you have to live with this style of vise. You can remove a lot of that with those 2 bolts. Great choice, relatively inexpensive, might take you half an hour to install, and I've been more than happy with them. So if this is what you're aiming for in a decent bench, this is the perfect vise for you.